Do you have phrase and exact match keywords in your Google Ads campaigns? Do you have single keyword ad groups in your campaigns? Those are outdated strategies, and in this video, we're gonna find out exactly why those don't work, they don't help, and they could be hurting your campaigns and limiting your conversions. I have been managing Google Ads campaigns since 2004, and I have seen and tried every keyword strategy in the book. And having multiple keyword match types used to be an interesting idea. We've seen and tested having different match types in different campaigns and single keyword ad groups, and that's all way outdated news for today. So if you have that going on in your campaign, you need to listen to this video, watch it to the end, because you're going to learn exactly why and what to do instead. Now, if you are using Smart Bidding, which is Google's AI for setting bids, so this would be something like a maximize conversions, target CPA, target ROAS, then you should not be using multiple keyword match types. Now, at best, having multiple match types is not helping your campaigns in any way. At worst, you are not allowing yourself to show up for additional traffic and leads that you could be getting. You're cluttering your campaigns, and you just are lacking consistency across your targeting, your ads, your budgets. Well, why is that? Well, when you have multiple match types, what happens is you have a marginal CPA that gets established. So let's say you have multiple match types in separate campaigns. Well, your marginal CPA is going to vary based on that match type. So for exact match, for example, it might be a lot higher. And so essentially what that means is that Google can take an average of your target CPA to deliver to you an average. And so if they can get you $5 leads and $15 leads, then they're going to do both so that you can average out a $10 cost per lead. So that's what your marginal CPA is. Now let me give you an example. So here you have separate campaigns, so you're not using a shared portfolio bid strategy. And as you can see with the exact match keywords, the marginal CPA is $14. So here's where the conversions are that you are getting based on this marginal CPA. Here's the missed conversions that you could have been getting. With broad match, you have a lower marginal CPA, and then you have more conversions that you would be missing because of that marginal CPA. So when this occurs, the bidding strategy in the AI doesn't have enough room or flexibility to replace your most expensive exact match conversions with less expensive broad match conversions, because everything's segmented and separated in its own campaign. So you're not getting as many conversions at the same average cost per acquisition as you could otherwise. So a portfolio bid strategy could help with that, but in this situation, there's no portfolio bid strategy, which means you're grouping those campaigns together into one bid strategy. So Google is treating these as completely separate campaigns. So in this example, your total conversions is 100. Now, if you look at consolidating your keywords and your match types, then still having exact and broad match together in the same campaign, your marginal CPA will equalize across all the keywords, and then it can go after even more conversions for you. In this case, it's 10% more. So that could be higher or less. This is just an example, but hopefully this makes sense. So because you are giving the algorithm more room to work with, so it can get you some more expensive conversions along with the lower cost conversions, and so it has this better marginal CPA, so then it can reach your target and deliver you more conversions versus if you have it split out. That's why also single keyword ad groups is a bad idea. You're totally separating out one keyword and you're giving it a marginal CPA, and it's just not going to be able to maximize your conversions if you do that. Now, having both exact match and broad match or phrase match all in the same campaign, technically it's not hurting you, except that it's harder to manage and it's cluttering up your campaign, but there's absolutely no benefit now in this scenario. And so Google Smart Bidding is going to learn based off of the search queries, not the keywords. And so if queries can match to multiple keywords, then you're just stretching your search queries across multiple keywords. And so there's no real benefit there, but it's not recommended. If you want to have a clean setup, a clean ad group and campaign, then you just want to stick to one match type. My preferred match type is phrase match. Now, if you're convinced that one keyword match type is superior to another, maybe you think only exact match keywords do well, they're the lowest cost keywords that you can run. Well, I would encourage you to set up an experiment and test that hypothesis. And you might find that, yes, the keywords are less expensive, but you're not getting as many conversions, or your cost per conversion isn't actually lower, even though the average cost per click is. And so just set up an experiment, and then you can know for certain what keyword match type you should be using. Now, Google is going to heavily start to offer you and suggest to you that you switch to broad match keywords. It's going to prompt you everywhere. Should you do that? Maybe. You need to set up an experiment and find out. So Google has a revamped broad match keyword match type that has a bunch of signals mixed into it so that the algorithms can go after more conversions similar to the ones that you're already getting based on what the person is searching for, what's on your landing page. It's going to go after all these different signals to help deliver you more conversions, and it claims that it can do this at a higher rate at a lower cost. So I recommend testing it. Here's some things that I found just for your information. So testing broad match keywords, it was able to deliver more leads at a lower cost per conversion, and it found new keyword themes that I had not thought of. So what did occur is that new theme of keywords is something that I wouldn't have bid on for kind of obvious reasons. And so it was a similar targeting, but not exact. And so it's questionable whether those leads were high quality at the end of the day. Now, the problem with broad match keywords in a lead generation strategy is that you have to have a quality metric in there in order for Google to differentiate. If you don't have that quality signal, then Google's just going to go after all the conversions that it can get, and maybe it's just somebody putting in their email address, so it can go get you lots of those. Doesn't mean that they're high quality. And so when you're testing broad match, you want to make sure that you have a great way to track lead quality, some way to tell if these leads are actually good quality for you or not. So I hope these tips make sense to you. To recap, having multiple keyword match types is not helpful, and if you are segmenting them across different ad groups and different campaigns, it could actually be hurting you by lowering the total conversions that you could be generating. And so please, moving forward, do not use multiple match types. Just stick to one and then test the best one that will work well for you. Now, understanding why you don't need multiple match types won't help you if you don't know how to fix it. The last thing you want to do is cause a huge disruption to your current campaigns. Going in and restructuring everything, it's just going to upset the algorithms, upset your bidding, and it could have an impact on your leads. If your business is spending $15,000 a month or more, you can apply to work with me and receive a free audit. I'll go through your entire campaigns, look at everything you have going, and give you my recommendations, especially as it relates to keyword match types and what the best route is to move forward, and even make those improvements for you on your behalf. Go ahead and click the link below, and you can apply for a free audit on my website below. Or you can check out this video, Fix Increasing Google Ads Costs. There's a lot of great tips in there if you're experiencing ad costs that are going up, inflationary impacts in your campaigns, and I offer a lot of good tips and advice in that video. If you have any questions, comment below, check out the link in the description, and I will see you in the next video.